Welcome to Talks with Don, episode 28, entitled Never Shame the Youth for Wanting to Seek Knowledge. As always, we're going to start with some libations for the ancestors. This is for the ancestors that stepped up to the calling, whose voices were heard. This is for the ones who, due to oppression, did not step up, but that wanted to. Ashe, 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 ashe. Grand Rising, y'all. Grand Rising. As always, we're going to start with a song by yours truly entitled The Process. The saying goes that water seeks his own level. You was attracted to ice on the key to the door is that life's about. This is a tale about angels, and when you got the gift, what's a lotus? The petals. God say protected is potent, is special, and comfort a gift. Try to run with the gift. Inherently, you must be one with the gift. You cannot take this and code it through time. Perfection of craft must be molded like iron. Here you go, son, just hold it, it's mine. Deciphering from chosen and spiritual crime. Infinity stones and songs I came to collect. Sunshine is bright, but rain is so wet. To hear the calling, I had to be alone. Casualty of wrong, the rarity of stones. Flawless diamonds, sapphires, rubies. Sometimes it feels like a duty. Missing the signal can become spooky. Never know the hour to be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come on cleaning in the shower. 20 is the time that I picked up the day past this test, get the crown. You gon' be great, don't be late, I won't be late. You were talking to someone that owns estates. This message inside is for you. Discover myself, I had to be myself as a youth. Protect what I had to call on recruits. Too many soldiers to fit in a coup. If you were never alone, I can't hear you calling. Dark night of the soul, visions of people's hands falling. The gift that we discuss, you can't touch it to see it. You must be careful of energy leeches. Learn to discern the finicky species, the ones that get it, get it. If you hit it still, motherfucker, just beat it. Never know the hour should be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaning in the shower. Never know the hour to be bestowed with the power. If you go through the fire, come out cleaning in the shower. Break these chains, break these chains. Thank you to the pieces needed for character development. I looked up at 6:35. Ashe to the ancestors. Long live Aaliyah. So, get right into it. The topic of today's video: never shame the youth for seeking knowledge. This story comes from this past weekend. I was out with my twin brother and one of my friends, and we were sitting down eating at a restaurant, Mediterranean restaurant at that, and a young Muslim kid, he comes up to me. Well, let me go back. As I'm eating, I see him gazing at me and asking his either parents or grandparents questions about me. And so before I leave, I'm going to get a drink. And as I'm going to get my drink, he walks up to me, little 6-year-old young guy, walks up to me, starts asking me questions about my necklaces. Asked me, was I Muslim? Told me his name was Muhammad. I told him my name was Ahmad. And we having a full-on conversation like two grown adults. And I told him what I had to tell him. My twin brother walks up to him and his family. A few minutes later, they tell me and my brother some more information about the young man, but it's a full circle moment that I want to bring to the public of never shaming the youth for being inquisitive. When I was young, I was always inquisitive. My twin brother and I were always inquisitive, and we would always ask questions, and people around us would be like, why y'all always asking questions? Why y'all always asking questions? And it didn't click until one day an adult told me, just tell them when they ask you that, if you never ask, how will you know? Which is such a true and beautiful statement. I was always attracted to history when I was younger. And as we know, the enemy knows who you are before you come out of your mother's womb. So, yes, lower frequency people will try to shame or bully you out of being who you were meant to be. Now that I'm older, I understand what was going on. The enemy wanted to keep me from my calling, which was speaking, music, all these things, all of my talents, which are here to inherently raise the vibration of the collective. It is easier to repair a young man than to build a broken man, older man. It's a saying that they say in the conscious community that may not be verbatim, but basically it is easier for the youth to build a new way of living versus trying to repair somebody that's been in a system of oppression for years. If your children are interested in things that are not of the societal norms, don't try to push your ideologies on them. Encourage whatever it is that they have a natural knack. Some kids have a natural knack toward being athletic in sports. Some kids have a natural knack toward music. Some have natural knack toward creativity, whatever it is. Some want to be in technology. Some want to code computers. All of those things. If you never learn for yourself or seek knowledge for yourself, you will always believe what somebody tells you because you don't know. It's easier to control somebody that doesn't do the research for themselves. You present something to them, tell them this is the truth, and they just believe it. But now that we're in the age of Aquarius and the age of, the veil being thin, higher dimensions merging with this reality, a lot of things that were hidden are starting to come to the forefront. Never restrict a youth on learning. If you seek knowledge, you will be able to help, 1, yourself, 2, others around you, and 3, just building your vibration helps build the vibration of the planet. And always also be aware of people that you call your friends, that if you get around them and you're a knowledge seeker, they try to shame you for being a knowledge seeker as a teenager or as a grown adult, because we've all had those experiences, those of us that are on to higher learning and higher mathematics. The people that are on a lower frequency just trying to talk you out of it. Everybody's not gonna like what the masses like. And intuitively, I know that those people that seek knowledge at a young age, they're the way showers. They're the next leaders of this next generation. And they're the ones here to raise the vibration of the collective. It's like the movies. And I hate to use this as a parable or something or a metaphor. A lot of times, kids that shamed people that were so-called nerds or people that excelled at learning, they end up working for those people later on in life. It's always one of those things, as I said in previous videos, you just never know who you're talking to. So always give people respect. Treat the CEO or the janitor with the same respect that you would treat the CEO, because you just never know who you're talking to. You never know what cards are being dealt in somebody's life, and you never know when you can need somebody, so it's always better to move out of love and support versus moving out of hate, which is a lower frequency. As well, when you have people, children, anybody, I know everybody's not like this, but those who move at a higher frequency, I've always been like this with everybody around me. If I see something that you're good at and are excelling at, or see you and got a nice outfit, or you doing your thing in business, I always clap and try to build those up next to me. Unfortunately, everybody's not like that, but you cannot let other people's low frequencies affect your higher frequency of love and being like that. Everything always comes full circle. So for those that have put good into the universe, you're always gonna receive it back. It may not be where you think you're gonna get it from, but you're always gonna receive it back. So, man, to those who are listening, to those who are paying attention, salute. Like, share, subscribe. Don the Issa, The Process, available on all streaming platforms. I shake to the ancestors. I shake to the ancestors. I shake to the ancestors. I give gratitude for those that are watching. I shake love.